of going through a patent application or a patent process before? Okay, very few. Okay, patent application which you approach a patent agent or a patent associate who has a technical and the legal knowledge will help you draft something called a claim. So based on the claims, your patent will be granted. Unless and until your patents, the claims are drafted well, you will not be able to enforce. You might have invented A, you might have applied for A. During the prosecution also from A, the patent office might say, no, this is not registrable, so A minus 3 has happened, you do not know. So the claims are very important as to how the patent claims are put in, right? So this is an abstract, I will give it to you later in print. Designs, as I said, these are only for the shapes utility where they add value to the product. The three main requisites are it has to be novel, it was not existing before, it was not published before, and then it adds value to the product and its aesthetics and it appeals to the eye also. They have no functionality element. If it is functional, it will be regarded as something not registrable as a design. So it can be for the design of your toothbrush or cars or your rings or golf ball or anything, ping pong ball or your chandelier here or the camera also here. Shape, not how it functions. I'm going to quickly run through this and say copyright subsists in a variety of things. Persons don't understand this because it's probably the most complex subject in the intellectual property regime because it covers a wide range of subjects. Right from music to painting to sculpture to movies to copyright in software, a lot of stuff. So in our technical jargon under the copyright law, we call it the literary work, dramatic work, musical, artistic, cinematographic and sound recording. Sound recording is different than musical. Musical is only for the music. Sound recording is in the form, a recorded form of the music. So they are two different separate rights also. For example, if A.R. Rahman is making a music, he need not technically record it. He might record it in the form of his own notations where you can play guitar. If you see all those old books with musical notings, persons who play the orchestra will see a book and then play it. So that is a musical note. There is a separate protection for that than the sound recording when you record the sounds actually. Geographical indication, I already told you, this is not an individual right. It's a community right where persons placed in a particular area have equal right to use the geographical indication. For example, within Darjeeling, there are 18 hills. If there are 200 tea plantations in Darjeeling, each of those plantation owners can use Darjeeling tea equally. So no one person gets to use it. If you come 20 kilometers or 10 kilometers outside Darjeeling, you cannot call it Darjeeling tea because the map has been registered, the location has been identified under the Geographical Indications Act and it's been granted registration. So if there is Kanjivaram sari, it cannot come from Benares. It has to come from Kanjivaram. That's what it is. Confidential information is an option which you may have in your field actually because alternate of patent is confidential information. The only difference is in patents, you need to disclose your invention to the government so that the government gives back a right to you to use it for 20 years. So it's a monopoly right, patent, not confidential information. So it's a monopoly right given to you in return for your disclosure of the invention. If you do not disclose it and you are able to keep it as a secret forever, then it becomes confidential information. You can pass it on to persons only under an oath of confidence. For example, if your employee is there, and famous example is here where the Coca-Cola company, they preferred not to file a patent for their syrup. Until date, their syrup is under treated as confidential information. Very a handful of company employees have access to how it is made. So if you have a bottler of Hindustan Coca-Cola Limited, say in Tanjavur, the only bottling happens there. For example, they mix the syrup and the soda. But the syrup comes from the US where it is mass made. I'm going to very briefly talk about this. We had a client called Mr. Kapoor, who was an ad film maker, and he came up with the concept of a reality show having a Swayamvar, where persons like Rakhi Sawant and all came recently trying to get married on TV. That concept came way back in '98, so he went to Sony TV, and without any agreements, he actually passed on the script of how the reality show is going to happen. Sony TV said, well, it doesn't sound great, and sent him back. After 2 months, Madhuri Dixit had been hired. Sony TV was launching that same reality show with Madhuri Dixit there. The client had no agreement, they had no proof, they didn't know how to prove it. We did go to the court of law in Delhi, filed only affidavits, said that there was a meeting on this particular day, we did give it under confidential information. He has violated the confidential information, so it should not be launched. So subsequently, the Delhi High Court went on to, it was called, it's a Hindi show, it's called Shubh Vivah. And then it was eventually stopped from being aired, and this gentleman who actually invented it had got compensation as well. Domain names, as I'm moving on, is also protectable. Yahoo, another entity based in the US, had this problem with Mr. Arora in Delhi, who had registered yahooindia.com. So those are trademark issues on the internet world, and the domain name was transferred to Yahoo. So Mr. Arora was obviously not part or employee or director of Yahoo, but he had registered yahooindia.com wrongly. So whenever you use software in your company, it's important for you to buy it from the original source or use an open source like what Chandrasekhar has been promoting for some time. Open source software, I saw his resume there, saying that most of his office software is run by open source. Open source is where no particular product manufacturer is making it. You can keep using it, and it's open-end license. So it's as good as using a pirated movie or seeing hearing a pirated music. So whenever you have a new business or a product, I would say if you have a product which you are launching, please protect it as either a patent or a copyright. Why I'm including copyright is your product might be literature. The shape or look, it can be protected as a design or a shape mark, depending upon how long you want to protect it. If you have a brand or logo, you can use it as a trademark. If you have a customer's list, for example, if you have 200 or 300 clients, your rival in the market might need access to it. For easy access to your clients, you should protect your customer list as a confidential information. The product literature, for example, if this laptop is bought, it comes with a small booklet. That booklet contains instructions. That instruction manual itself is your product. Not many understand that. If someone else were to photocopy it and start using it, that is also a violation of your rights. So product literature is what is protected as a literary work. Now, obviously, you set up a website. These days, without a website, no one works. So you need to keep protecting your website misuse also. So I found this in actually MSME, one of the advertisements, which says it's a good idea, it's a terrible thing to waste. So if you have a good idea, find out what heads you can protect them under here, right? So if you waste it, it goes down the drain. If you have an invention, you don't protect it, it goes into the public domain. So you can never protect it again. It's not possible. So how do you know? This is one side of protecting your own inventions. But it might be so when you are inventing, without your knowledge, there might be a third party in some other part of the world who's got a similar invention, or a similar brand, or a similar concept, or a similar product. How do you know that? That's why we call it as freedom to search, freedom to operate search. So what all do you search? You have to search whether the brand you've chosen is available, whether the patent you've invented, or you've invented some product, whether it is available, it does not infringe a third party's patent, whether the domain name is available, whether the name you've got is not infringing some other company name. For example, if I were to launch a company and call it, say, Mari, there might be Britannia Mari also. I mean, that's a bad example. What I'm saying is there might be a company, for example, Reliance. They don't have products technically under the word Reliance, but if you want to launch a product which is under the name Reliance, you need to do a company name search also. so that you don't infringe on third parties' rights. When do you do these searches? You'll have to search it much before you launch the products. If you launch the products, it means that you've already done something right or wrong, and then you're doing a post-mortem whether what you did was right. So you need to do it much before what you launch. And why? Obviously to avoid conflicts, any actions which third parties might take. I have a lot of clients who launch their products and then a huge corporation comes and says, I have this similar product in the US, it's very popular there, you've infringed on my rights, so stop using it. So they don't know. So we've got this nice photograph here, if you can see. If you have an identical twin, they say in nature it calls a miracle, but in the legal world we call it infringement. You know, so it only happens, freak things happen only in nature, but not in the real world. Otherwise, the court will come and hammer you. You may have to shut your business also. You know, this is the China wall which I create. Towards your left is your ideas. You protect your own ideas. You mark your own boundaries so that others don't come and infringe on your rights. But similarly, you need to do what you need to do with others' ideas is, you don't have to copy them. Please innovate or improve or modify existing products. And before you launch products, please conduct a search to third parties' marks. So one side of the China wall is your rights, other side of the China wall is others' rights. So you need to have a clear divide as to how far you can go into other shoes also. This is more to do with the specific IP prosecution which I mentioned. If you have a patent application or a trademark application, filing is not only the important part, because filing to grant is a very long process. It may take several years. You file a patent application, say in 2011, it will be granted not before 2014 or 15. But your patent rights will start from 2011 retrospectively. What happens is, many times these applications are prosecuted by patent agents, but it's important during the prosecution